I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, everyone? Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. This is DYANAROZAY, and I am here to give y'all the tea, okay? So come on in, everyone. I hope you guys had a good Tuesday, okay, child? Because I know people are still recovering from these storms. It has been super crazy. I had a bunch of service people over here today, someone to handle some things on the roof. I had someone to look at a tree, child. The person, both of them were overpriced, but I dealt with the roof because, you know, it's the roof. You know what I'm saying? You can't have your house messed up. But baby, when I tell you that the man who came over for the tree tried to take me for a damn ride, I was so pissed, child. I mean, I have a video on my IG story, so if you guys missed it, check it out over there. But I have a branch. It broke off from the tree. It's hanging, and it's kind of, you know, right in that spot by my fence, and it could fall over into the neighbor's yard. Child, I was so pissed. Anyway, he tried to quote me $800 to take the limb down. And then he said, I said, well, how much is it to take the whole tree down? Just to see what he was going to say. Because I used him before for some problems we had last year. He said, oh, $1,200. $1,200 to take the whole tree down versus $800 to take down the limb. Child, bye. Okay, you ain't going to get me to pay your, whatever the hell you're trying to get me to pay. I ain't doing it, okay? So anyway, I hope y'all can hear me. 115 of you are here and watching right now. Thank you to everyone who came to join me. I appreciate it. And again, I hope you are all safe. There was a biolab plant that exploded on Saturday here in Georgia. I think almost everyone was evacuated out of Conyers, but they're telling us that basically it's affecting all of us. The air is affecting all of us right now. So if you are someone who got evacuated, I hope that your home is safe and everything is okay, because I can't even imagine what that would be to come back. And then everyone in North Carolina, everybody affected by these storms. I think Augusta, Georgia still doesn't have power. There's a lot of people that were taken out. So my prayers to you that this is resolved quick, okay? Quickly, because it has affected so many of us. But we're safe though. So if you're safe too, that's a good thing. We gotta thank God for what is, you know, positive and happening in our lives. But good afternoon, good evening to everybody. I see you, Miss Justine. Come on in, you guys. I hope you're dropping your city, state, island, country into the chat so I can give you a shout out real quick. And then we're going to get started on these hot tops, okay? Y'all see the thumbnail. Good evening. Hello, Gastonia, North Carolina. How are you? North Carolina, Charlotte. How are you? Thank you guys for coming on in. I see you, Dallas. What's up? What's up? Hello, Pamela. We got Miss Tina in the house. Miss Tina has a wrench behind her name. She is volunteering her time as a moderator right now on this channel, and I appreciate every single bit of that. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Tina. Follow her instruction. We are coming in from all over. Okay, we are not robots. Okay, so we're going to have different opinions. We just want to keep it respectful. All right. What's up to my Ohio family? Patricia is in the house. What's up, Miss Tasha Rains? I love Miss Tasha. She is really a day one. Okay. She has been supporting me for a very long time, and I appreciate you. Okay. I just want you to know that we chit chat every once in a while. Okay. What's up, Review Hour? She's another person that I consider a friend in my head. Okay. She's also a really, really cool person. And she has her own YouTube channel that she was trying to revamp. So check her out, see if she has anything going on over there. What's up, Carmen? Hello, hello. Miss Tina again. Lisa Love, I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who is a member. If you see anybody with a little S behind their name, they are members. That's how this channel is supported. So you can become a member too. The link is pinned to the top. Please and thank you. What's up, Kevin? Kevin is my snarky friend. I hope you are not offended by that, but Kevin makes me laugh because he is quick. He is quick to chop a mofo down, okay? Veronica, what's up? What's up? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Listen, y'all know sometimes we be having these highs and lows, child. I was frumpy all weekend, and I said, you got to get some makeup on and get your ass out the house today. So that's what I did. I got out the house today. I got out the house today after I got that crazy quote. I called my husband. He said, go ahead and let the shit just fall. He said, when the wind blows, it'll fall down. And he was like, it's much cheaper just to fix the fence. Men, what's up, Delaware, San Francisco, Maryland, ATL in the house. What's up, what's up, what's up? Bay City, Texas. What's up? East Orange, New Jersey, South Carolina by way of New York. What's up? What's up? ATL again. Okay. Listen, ATL, if you are in ATL, and this is really for everyone. Hopefully y'all have heard the news that the docks, both on the East and West Coast, the workers on the docks have all gone on strike. It happened last night at midnight, but baby, listen, when you go into them grocery stores, people are buying food like they are about to go into a war zone. Like it is, the shelves are empty. Seasonings are empty. We are about to head into Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorite holidays. So it's my favorite holiday, not one of my favorite. It's my favorite. So I'm hoping that we can get back on track before all of that goes down. My frat brother was down the street from the explosion in Georgia. Okay, I am sorry to hear that. I hope that he is safe, and it'll be years before we know the effects of what this air, this chemical in the air is going to do. But I'm praying for him because I can't even imagine being that close to that. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, listen, y'all know how we do over here. 252 of you are here watching. I see London. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. And we are about to get into the blind item, okay? Y'all know how we do it. I'm going to put a question, something on the screen. You guys get to guess. First person who get it up there, I'm going to put the answer up for you. But yeah, we're going to do that. So that was my first thing. I want to tell everybody that, I'm hoping that everyone's staying safe because we had a lot of crazy stuff happen this weekend. I also want to say that tonight we have the vice presidents, Waltz and what is his name? Vance. They are going to debate. So hopefully you all get an opportunity to watch that. Even if you know who you're voting for, it's always good to hear the opposition. Always good to hear the opposition. Sometimes on YouTube, we don't want to hear what the other people are saying. Go ahead and listen, child. It's especially for politics, because, even though we all going to do the right thing and vote, if by chance, you know what I'm saying, the other side happened to take over the White House, you want to know in advance what plans they have for you. Okay. So listen to everything. Listen to everything. Here Kevin is confirming the shelves in the grocery store was empty when I went to pick up a few things earlier today. Same for me, child. I went to get my toilet paper and napkins and, dish soap and all the, toiletry stuff to make sure that we had it. And I was shocked at how empty those shelves was. Okay. They were horrible. Let's see. My sweetheart just left the grocery store and he bought up everything. Okay. Yeah, people are afraid that we are going to go into that, situation that we did when we were in the pandemic. So not that we're out of it. Okay. So anywho, let's talk about this blind item. And let's get the music up first. Let me put my screen down. Okay. Now I'll get the music up. Okay. I'll remove that for now, child. Let me put this down and get the question up. All right, here's the question. What state has become the second in the country to put financial protections in place for child influencers? So this is the second state in the United States to put financial protections in place for child influencers. This is a big conversation that's being had. And I want to thank the review hour. She knows. But you guys put the answer into the chat and I will confirm for y'all. Okay. 308 of you are here right now. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. And if you have not already, make sure that y'all bump up that thumbs up. Okay. Hit the thumbs up, please. And thank you. All right, I see it. I see it. Barb is the one to get it first. She said California. A few of y'all said California after that, and that is accurate. What's up, Cookie from the Shot? Also a moderator volunteering their time. I could not be more appreciative for everybody who volunteers their time. But it was the state of California. The first state to do it was Illinois. This is something y'all should all know. Pay attention. People make a lot of money on social media, even though it becomes like the butt of everybody's joke. Oh, get a job. What are you doing? Social media. Da-da-da. People make money on social media, baby. And a lot of us are okay with you teasing and, making it seem like it's no big deal because it keeps y'all off the panel. You know what I'm saying? It keeps y'all off the platform. But it is. New law in California requires parents to save money earned by child influencers protected from financial abuse. And I think they are asking that they put at least 15% of any income that comes in into a trust. And then the 85%, of course, as the parent, they are going to use it for expenditures and things like that. Now, I know a lot of people had things to say, child. I was reading the comments when I saw this. Let me put a little more information on the screen so y'all can see this. Okay, new California law requires parents to set aside money earned by child social media influencers and deposit the earnings into accounts that their kids can't access until they're adults, which is smart. The money is going to gain interest, things like that, right? Governor Gavin Newsom signed the bill beside pop star and former child actress Demi Lovato on Thursday, and that mandates parents and guardians place a percentage of the money made by minors on the web into trust accounts. Okay. And he also signed something for child actors as well. He extended that. Now, a lot of people were, excited about that, clapping their hands, but there's a lot of people who may not have children who are saying it should be 100%. He got it mixed up. Why didn't he put 85% into a trust and only give the parents 15%? Well, usually the parents are overseeing everything. They're kind of like the employee and they don't have another job usually. I know that if I had a child on social media, based on what my grown ass has experienced, I would not be working a full-time job to take care of the house and assuming that everything's safe on social media for my child. Children are very much, preyed upon on social media. So y'all got to keep that in mind. Okay. So the parent is taking care of the household, similar to child support. I know a lot of people are like, it doesn't cost that much to take care of the kid, child. If the kid lives in the house, the rent got to be paid. There's a whole lot of shit that should be paid in order to be a good parent to the child. So I know people have different opinions on that. I'm very old school. I believe a certain way, but I understand if others do not. We've been conditioned, child. I was conditioned when I was a kid, and you guys were conditioned as well. Let's see. Let me see what y'all got to say. I see y'all saying hello to people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Betty Davis, this is regarding the docks and everything being closed down. They said that they know that this protest, that the docks being closed, should go on for at least 2 weeks, but they're suggesting that it could be even longer. And some are saying well past the election, like into 2025, it may continue. So they're not happy, child, and we are going to suffer. Okay, let's see. Gary Coleman's parents stole most of his money, and I don't believe that Gary Coleman had this type of protection over his income. But there were a lot of kids that lost money. And again, the two states that have this law currently, Illinois and California, signed it into law on Thursday. Someone said that this law is old in Chicago. What's up, Raleigh? Y'all didn't roll like Alabama. Okay. Anywho, that was the blind item. Just so y'all know, keep these things in mind. Keep these things in mind. If you have children, grandchildren, someone who may be on the internet, you never know. They could blow up overnight. They could be making money overnight, and the money could be big. Okay. Imagine you just playing around on the internet, and then all of a sudden you're bringing home $10, $12, $50,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? That money comes in quick, and, it can leave just as quick depending on, what the cycle is. But just keep it in mind. Keep it in mind, the rules for your state and what y'all should be doing to protect your children, and making sure that you keep some of that money around for those kiddos. Okay. All right, let's go into our stories. Okay, y'all see the screen. I'm going to talk to y'all about a few things. First up, let's talk about Lauryn Hill. Okay, Lauryn Hill. I think last year, the year before last, I had purchased tickets to see Lauryn Hill for the very first time. And I remember my brother-in-law laughing at me saying, "You know better than that shit. Why would you buy that?" And I'm like, listen, I'm getting older, Lauryn Hill getting older. We might not see her on in concert again. And yeah, he was right to ask me what was I doing. They canceled the tour. We did get refunded though. But she actually canceled everything. She canceled everything, the Fugees. And now it looks like Pras, who I think leads the Fugees, he is suing her for fraud and breach of contract. Okay, so he is the co-founder, Pras Michael, basically suing Lauryn Hill for breach of contract and for fraud. All of that money that people have pre-purchased, all those tickets, they thought, oh my God, we can't wait. And now he is suing her for money, child. Look, what were you thinking, Kevin? Slow down. Slow down. I don't know. I was nostalgic. I wanted to see the Fugees again, child. I never saw them in the first place, but I wanted to see them in person. The same way I feel about Stevie Wonder. Like, oh, Stevie's in concert, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, he may not sound the same, but child, he is a genius, and you should be there. Isn't Pras on trial for financial fraud? He is. But maybe he's trying to get some of that restitution money. Okay, so that he'll look good in front of the state, right? So he had a plan. He had a master plan, and it looks like Lauryn Hill put the kibosh on it. A lot of people got some Lauryn Hill did me dirty stories. Lauryn Hill did me dirty 1 year, over 2 hours late, and the music was turned off because of a lawsuit. Holy cow. Yeah, I was super prayerful when it happened, when I bought the ticket, but it didn't happen. Such a messy, iconic group. About 20 years ago, Lauryn Hill got us to, child. Well, it looks like Pras is trying to take care of that. Lauryn had some things to say, though. She said, not so fast, damn it. Not so fast. Check this out. She says, some clarity and facts need to be presented. I've been silent and pushing through because I understood that Pras was under duress because of his legal battles. And that was perhaps affecting his judgment, his state of mind, and his character. Lauryn is flipping the script. She said, don't put this shit on me. She got facts, and the facts are numbered. Fact 1, this baseless lawsuit by Pras is full of false claims and unwarranted attacks. It notably omits that he was advanced an overpayment for the last tour, and that he failed to repay substantial loans extended by myself as an act of goodwill. All right, Prize. So what's up? We all knew that Prize was having some financial problems. Okay. He got the pokey on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? The threat of going to the pokey on his shoulders. And Lauren said, listen, he took an advance, an overpayment for the last tour. He failed to repay it. And he even took money from me. Last year's tour was put together to celebrate the 25th anniversary of an album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It was being planned, whether the Fugees were involved or not. Okay, Lauren's coming with facts. Y'all let me know if y'all think that she is right. Put it in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you like, I'm leaning toward Lauren. Put a 3 in the chat if you are like, Prize, go ahead and take our ass to court. But Lauren right now is saying this tour was the 25th anniversary, was going to happen or not. And the reason he is suing me is for financial difficulties that he created, which I kind of thought when I was talking to y'all about it, when I introduced it to you. She said, fact number 2, the tour was expanded to incorporate the Fugees because I found out that Prize was in trouble and would need money to aid his legal defense. Number 3, Prize was given a $3 million advance for the tour, which he said was required to pay his legal fees. Wyclef and myself deferred our advances to make sure that he had what he needed so that he was able to go on tour. I covered most of the tour's expenses as the majority of the tour advance had gone to Prize. So she said Prize took all the money, and out of good faith, because they liked him, because they thought they were friends, they were trying to help him out. An agreement was put in place to secure the repayment of the money, and he was advanced. Prize has not paid back the money. He was advanced and is currently in breach of agreement. Damn. Nobody is voting for her. Everybody's like, no, we could care less. Number 4, because my tour, my band and production, the setup was already happening. The Fugees set utilized this project. Oh, okay. So she's saying basically the Fugees is what even made people buy tickets. It wasn't a Prize production. It was a Fugees production. She said, I absorbed most of the expenses. You heard that already. She said, basically, it was me and Wyclef's show, and Prize basically just had to show up and perform. As of the last tour, this is number 5, Prize thanked me for saving his life, and I have receipts. Damn, she got a 6 and a 7. Number 6 says, I am not in the business of kicking anyone, especially when they're down, which is why I haven't responded to date, but it was absolutely disheartening to see Prize in this position. My bandmate, someone I considered a friend. But this leads us to fact number 7, which probably should have been fact number 1. And fact number 7 says, I was not in Prize's life when he decided to make that unfortunate decision that led him into his current legal troubles. I did not advise that he make that decision, and therefore I am in no way responsible for his decision and its consequences. Though I have taken it upon myself to help. Despite his attacks, I am still compassionate, and I hope that things work out for him. Respectfully, Miss Lauryn Hill. Damn. 3. Cookie said, I don't give a damn. Lauren is responsible. Lauren is responsible. That is hilarious, y'all. Let's see what else y'all got. I saw that Lauryn Hill and Outkast back in the day. You saw Lauryn Hill and Outkast back in the day, and that was an excellent concert. Yep, I went to a concert called The Greatest Rap Show Ever with Biggie Smalls, MC Hammer. Who else was? Pretty much everybody that was popular, okay? All the California and East Coast rappers. It was the best concert ever, child. The Ghetto Boys, everybody. Let's see. Kevin said, it sounds like malarkey to me. Barb said, once burned, child, we don't give a damn what Lauren got going on. Pay that man his money. She deserves to be sued. Okay, y'all are a hard crowd, okay? I would not want y'all to serve on any jury, okay, that I may be sitting on, child. Y'all got to take the facts into account, all right? This is hilarious. Let's see. Does anyone else have long ads that keep interrupting the live? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm happy that the ads are up. I did not realize that they're playing the ads on me. But listen, that's a good thing, child. That's how we get paid over here, the ads. But anyway, just so y'all know, Prize and Lauryn Hill are into it. Prize said it is your fault, okay, and basically trying to, after borrowing money from both Lauryn Hill and Wyclef, his bandmates, they said, listen, he said, I'm going to take it out your ass one way or another. And Prize is literally on federal charges for, I want to say, damn near being a spy because he was in bed with China. Okay. Y'all can look up them charges. It's pretty nasty. But he could be thrown into the clink and they might throw away the damn key, child. We'll see. But Prize is in a bad position, like life or death, dire straits. Okay. I'm going to talk to y'all about Kim Richards next. Okay. Let's talk about her because things are getting kind of heavy with the other topics. But y'all know Kim Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, correct? Now, I try to tell y'all because I have people in my comments all the time, including just last night, telling me, you don't talk about the other people. You only bringing down us. You bring down us every time. Child, I like to think that I talk about everybody. And just so we can clear things up, I don't have any hard feelings about anybody that I talk about. You know, some people are nasty and dirty. I might say something. But I wish really everybody well at the end of the day because, you know, I don't understand some of the personal things that happen when we listen to these stories. But y'all see it right there. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kim Richards. A lot of people used to debate me when I said that she was on pills and she, you know, also was an alcoholic. She was actually put on a psych hold by her sister, Kyle, who did confront her over her sobriety. She's been on and off for a very long time. And I also want to say when she was on the show, it was very apparent that she would walk into scenes, she would go into a bathroom, come back out, and they would film her like lifted. And I mean lifted, floating out the damn building lifted. Okay. There was one time where they thought she had OD'd and the camera crew production said, we got to get into that room. They went down to, I think they were on vacation. They were at a hotel. They had went down to the front desk and said, can y'all please let us in? And her sister, Kyle, said, don't do that. Don't do that. Like she didn't want that to be on TV. So she literally jumped a balcony, broke into her sister's hotel suite to shake her awake. She was in there with someone she was dating, and both of them gone. Okay. I can't stress it enough. All right. But anyway, someone said you can get YouTube Premium to stop the commercials. That is true. Thank you, Nonika, for mentioning that. But yeah, she is on a psych hold right now. I think that Kim Richards is in her 60s, late 60s, possibly. And she has basically fallen off the wagon again. Okay. And so people that love her has had her put on a psych hold. All right. It does mess with your brain, the chemical dependency, all that stuff do mess with your brain. So let's pray for her. All right. And, you know, hope she gets better because it's a lot to be that old and also just, you know, still out there. That's not great. Let's talk about somebody else. Hold on. Let me put the picture up first. We're going to talk about Brandy. So you see Kim. Kim is on the left side of Mel, and Brandy Glanville is on the right side behind her. Let's talk about Brandy real fast because Brandy got some shit to say too, y'all. Brandy also a part of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, one of the richer, sectors over there on Bravo, the not Love and Marriage, the Housewives group, one of the richer ones. Okay. They all got problems. Now check out what my girl Brandy had to say. Let me tell y'all what's going on. I'll talk to y'all about what I saw with Mel in just a minute. Kim Richards is only 60. Oh, let's look again, shall we? 1 second. All right. I'm not gonna say anything bad, but come on now. Come on, child. All right, let's get to Brandy. What Brandy have to say? Put this back up. Here we go. So y'all know that Brandy was in a lawsuit with the network. You should know that Brandy was in a lawsuit with the network, accusing Andy Cohen of being very, very inappropriate. Also accused him of SA. I played an audio for you guys maybe 2-3 videos ago. Y'all can check it out. Andy Cohen is actually on the cover, and it says something about the audio being played. Andy Cohen was, with another one of her co-stars, and they were joking. He said, me and such are about to, only he says the real word, we about to, and we're going to be thinking about you when we do it. And why don't you join us and, watch. Make sure that you get the extended version. I want you to watch. Well, she said that he did that all the time. He also said that he wanted to see her with other men, other people that worked on the network. And y'all know Brandy's personality, right? You should, if you don't. She has a very, playful, it can be over the top sometimes. She can push envelopes with some of the shit she says, where she's being overly flirty and things like that. And I'm being nice. But when she got sued by one of the co-stars and the network dropped her, she said, listen, this was the climate of this network. People say and do stuff like this all the time. Why am I being punished? Why am I being made an example of? When the lead guy, Andy Cohen, does this all the time. And then she made sure that certain people got video and things like that. But she also took it to court and filed a complaint with Human Resources. Both the complaint with Human Resources got kicked out. Let's just say that. Human Resources said, this is not a case. We're standing behind Andy Cohen 100%. Now, this is what she is stating her lawyers said, okay? She said this, y'all see it there. At this point, after a decade of doing reality TV, some of us unrich housewife bitches lease our social media platforms out to make extra money. And then she said, hashtag suck it. I may be reading this out of order. She also said, I mean, you cannot write this shit. I guess I'm doing that now. After a year, basically saying she's going to start renting out her social media platform. She said after a year of her lawyers telling her how rich she was about to be and how strong her case was against Bravo, her lawyers are now telling her that they have decided that they don't have a case. They have cut ties with me. Hashtag paid off. Maybe, allegedly, she is accusing the network of paying off her legal team in order to make this lawsuit go away. She said after years of saying that she had a case, now she has to rent out her social media platform to make ends meet, is what she is saying, child. This is crazy. This is crazy. I love talking about everybody on my platform. Okay. I know we talk about, the Love of Marriage Huntsville people who look like us, but y'all look at everybody. Look at what everybody's got going on. Look, Jeannie said that Kim Richardson kept it very real. I love the scene when she's in the limo and she told her sister Kyle, you stole my goddamn house. That was a great scene. Kyle, I guess they were trying to sell the house. Kyle and her husband, Mauricio, are realtors. And so she said, y'all stole my goddamn house, okay? Best scene ever. Best scene ever. Kyle sat there with her eyes open big, not saying anything. I was like, child, whew, you better stay away from her. Let's see. Cece is saying this about Brandy Glanville. She said, do people know how HR is really for the company and management, not for the employees? Good point, Cece. Human Resources isn't there to protect your rights. They're there to protect the company, period. Okay. Are you a lawsuit for me? Are you a lawsuit for this company? Are you going to cause problems for the other employees, which will essentially cause problems for us? That's why they're here. Okay. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I don't feel sorry for any of these housewives. When Nene was telling people what was going on, Bravo called her a liar. Well, Valerie, I want to say this. The people who backed Nene didn't look like Nene. The people who backed Nene and said, she's right, this shit does happen, does not look like Nene. Okay? So don't forget that, child. What's up, Barbados? Love to see y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So I wanted to share that story. Let's get into the next part. We still got some time. I got some information for y'all we're going to share. Okay. Now y'all know that P. Diddy has been in the news. Well, let's start with this one. Let's talk about Chris Brown too. Let's get him out the way, child. Chris Brown. I'm not going to play the audio for the trailer because I don't want any problems, but y'all see it right there. Chris Brown is in the news in a big way all of the time. I think I did a story on him not just a month or two ago where I told y'all a guy named Tony Busby, if I'm not mistaken. Tony Busby, a big lawyer out of Texas, was taking a case with, I think, maybe like 5 guys who went to a Chris Brown concert. And they said Chris Brown beat the brakes off of one of them, that he was in the hospital and everything. And he said basically that he was going to take it to court. Long story short, this Busby guy has a reputation. He has a pretty intense reputation. He does not lose, is what a lot of people in the legal field say. Now, I saw people in my comments when I had dropped that story saying, don't be caping for that white man, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not caping. I'm just telling y'all what was in the story when I read it, because it was pretty significant. He said, we are taking on this case. We have video. Everything has been subpoenaed, and they made it seem like Chris was going to have to come up off some millions, okay? And right now, there is an investigation with the Discovery Network, and they've released a documentary regarding Chris Brown and DV with a new accuser. So, look, at the end of the day, sometimes you can't get past some of this shit, right? Like, you got to think about how this is going to affect you in the future. Putting your hands on people, doing certain things to people, it will follow you for the rest of your life, no matter what your name is. And right now, y'all know this happens every election. There is a race to the finish line to put people on display, okay? Vote no matter what, child. Vote, 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 vote. But all the stories that come out, all these people got tans, is all I'm saying. All of these people got natural born tans, child. And they are in the news, and they are all male, okay, for the most part. So y'all got to keep your eye on the prize, child. Keep your eye on the prize. Chris Brown can't seem to catch a break. Just can't behave himself for nothing in the world. Yeah, every time we get that lull where everything seems to be going okay, something pops back up. But right now, there's going to be a whole documentary out there, right? Rihanna is out here living her best life, 2 babies with A$AP Rocky. Everything looks happy and all that stuff, right? And you would think that maybe he would, people would lay up, but that's not the case. They are still talking about it, and now there's a whole documentary to discuss it. So look, Chris Brown is going to learn today for sure. Okay, now let's talk about somebody else, because I talked about Tony Busby. If that's his name. I got somebody else I want to put on the table. Okay, hold on, because Tony Busby has taken a lawsuit against P. Diddy. Tony Busby, the same one. So we knew that these cases were coming out. Gloria Allred had already said she had other cases that were going to come to the forefront. But Tony Busby came out today, child. And I don't know if y'all saw this. Look at his step and repeat. It says something law group and then the Busby law group. Child, he has his own step and repeat. Look at it. He does press conferences y'all can't even see it, child. Hold on. He does press conferences so often that he has his own step and repeat. Okay, his little thing in the back. Okay, anyway, let's talk about Let's talk about what he has going on. I want y'all to hear the audio. This is him at a press conference that he did earlier today, discussing Diddy and the amount of people that filed lawsuits with his office, how it dwindled down, and then some other things. But I do want y'all to hear it because this is in the news. Everybody should hear it. Everybody should know. Let's go.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us.
More than what? 3,000 and what people called his office looking for representation? Did y'all hear that?
Coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
So they actually dwindled it down to 120. Okay, he said we dwindled it down to 120, 3,285, more than, he said, 3,285 people were filed lawsuits with the Busby team. And apparently he has a reputation for winning every case. Millions, by the way, millions. Now, we just talked about T.I. and Tiny winning like $74 million. So what will they win against this billionaire? Him taking this to court, right? Let's continue.
And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice.
And I don't know if he says it in this video, but it did come out today that Busby is representing children as well. Children, minors, and the youngest being a 9-year-old boy. Disgusting. I don't know if it's in this video, but I am saying that a 9-year-old child is the youngest victim, but there are children that are also clients that he is representing in this case.
But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when
Okay, now listen, this is crazy too, because then he went from talking about, the actual victims, the people he's representing, to saying that the victims, when their names are exposed, because he said there may be a time when these names are going to be presented to the public, and he's saying right now they got a hard road to toe because some of the fans may not believe some of the things that is going to come out, and that they may threaten these victims. We already know there's people that are in the music industry that said, listen, they were afraid of Diddy and that they had already been threatened. That came out by the DA, but he is saying this right now. These people are going to be threatened. He's trying to, keep some of this quiet, right? Like, let's give the victims an opportunity to share their story. Dwindled from over 3,000 claims to 120.
I agreed to pursue this. I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone.
Okay, that's it. That's the end of that. But yeah, you guys. So we didn't hear it here, but I did listen to and read some of the other things. Youngest victim, 9 years old, that his office is representing. I believe the victims too. I see some people here saying the victims first, child. You can weed out the truth, but listen to the victims first, because they are afraid to come forward. There's a person who had a lot of power, money, fame, pretty much everybody, just loving all over them. I think Melissa Ford was on Carlos King's YouTube page earlier today, and she talked about some of the shit that happened to her. She said she was, on a video set. She had on a little short skirt. She said she couldn't even sneeze because her cheeks would have popped out. And she said she's in this room by herself. And she said all of a sudden the room is full of men, and they're all touching her legs, her inside of her thigh, rubbing on her. And she said that she literally was about to leave her body because she said, I knew I was done. I knew that I couldn't say no. And she said this was during an era where the music industry, I'm going to say the full music industry, not just rap music, but music industry, period, because it does affect across the board. She said this was a time when things were expected to happen to you. You were expected to have these experiences, even if you didn't want them, with men or whomever was, a part of this group. And she was asked if it was anyone famous, and she said no. She said it was the entourage. The entourage was worse than the talent. Okay. And she said it just so happened that someone on the production, someone from set, came into that room and saw the fear in her eyes and all those guys standing around her and said, "You're needed on set. Let's go," and walked her out, because anything would have happened. Y'all know what would have happened. But I cannot tell you, if y'all grew up during a certain time with this kind of music, we all know, we've heard these stories so many times. You didn't have to know anybody in the industry. It was just those things that people discuss, right? And then the men start changing the tone, the rappers, the entourage, calling the women video hoes. You a hoe. This is supposed to happen to you, right? You're a hoe. Women start calling the other women, victims, hoes. You're a hoe. And that made it okay. If these things happen to you, it's because you asked for it. That was the shit that would happen. And then it went from that to, gold digger and all that type of stuff. But they literally would just brainwash you with whatever they wanted you to believe, so that they can continue to abuse people in plain sight. And that's what we have to keep in mind. There's a lot of us who grew up watching this, seeing this with our own two peepers, okay, watching what happened, hearing these stories, watching how it played out in our communities, okay, and that's where we are now, okay. Calling women 304s, that was a thing. And then women calling other women 304s, because you're conditioned to believe they asked for it. You asked for it. You shouldn't have dressed like that. You shouldn't come on the set like that. And these women were young, sometimes underage. and people just took advantage. Okay. But that was the audio that I wanted y'all to hear. I'm also going to discuss some other stories, like, let me take this down, discuss another story. Hold on. Child, it is like operating machinery back here. I swear. Anyway, let me take this down again and then put myself small, child, then re-add it. It's a whole situation. It's a whole situation up here. Anyway, let's talk about this. Yeah, some of y'all may have seen it, but young Miami, who was dating Diddy for about 2 years or more, ended up leaving her group, the City Girls, got herself a little talk show on Revolt. She is now being named in the latest lawsuit against Diddy, accused of pressuring a woman to, and y'all see the word there, get rid of a baby that was had, a baby that I guess P. Diddy, some woman that he had gotten pregnant, child. That is disturbing. Let's see. I love your platform, even with these horrible stories. Demure. I try to be demure. Listen, I understand these, these stories can be, can shock your system. So I don't like to shock you guys and use a lot of crazy language when we're talking about stuff like this, because you never know. You never know. Okay. I worked in healthcare for a long time, and I know, especially with women, what happens. Okay. Let's see, what's up with the pink pig on your shirt? I like bacon, and I I enjoy a good bacon sandwich. That's it. That's it. Okay. I just thought it was cute, and so I bought it. But anyway, Miss Young Miami, this got to be your worst nightmare, to be named in one of these filings. But this happened on Friday the 27th. She actually has her name as a part of this lawsuit, saying that they harassed her. She harassed a woman to get a AB. Now, I want to say this played out on the internet. I feel like I heard her say something to this degree. Maybe she was saying that about this, or maybe some other man. Anyway, long story short, this got to be your worst nightmare. Stop being a crowd follower, child. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. This was some dirty shit. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Tasha Marie said, yes, I do enjoy bacon. I have to say, it's a good time. It's horrible. It's a horrible story. So I did want to put that up there. We'll see what happens next. She has not come out and stated anything so far. So we're going to see. Sorry about that. My text is coming through. That's my sister. She said that she's trying to get on. So we'll see if she'll show up in the chat. All right. Now let's talk about some other stories. Let's talk about some other stories with Diddy, and we'll get to Melody. Okay. Diddy's lawyer has confirmed, check this out, that he is prepared to testify in court, potentially exposing other high-profile figures in an effort to reduce his sentence. He said he's not taking a plea deal. He said he does not want a plea deal. He wants to snitch, and he wants to get off. Okay. He's bringing everybody in. Okay. He's bringing everybody in. So people are nervous. We already heard that lawyer who said that she was asked to, go to someone who was high profile, influential, more famous than Diddy, and let them know that her client had a tape and see if they were willing to pay money for that tape. No need, because Diddy is now saying he is willing to talk. Okay, that no snitch rule that he counted on when he was doing shit to others, he is now saying does not apply to him, baby. He gonna talk. Okay, he gonna talk. That is hilarious. He has also assembled a new dream team legal defense. Okay, so they are saying that right now that we've seen that one lawyer. I don't know if he'll still be a part of it, but he has brought in new lawyers, a dream team to help him get off. And he is also looking to present another offer to the judge to see if they can let him out on on a bond. Okay. So it is a lot going on. Sounds like extortion. They called it catch and kill. That's what they called it. That's what the lawyer called it, I believe, catch and kill or something like that. So yes, she definitely turned it down. She did not take the case. She said absolutely not, but she did go on CNN and talk about it. And she said that she did see the pics, and she said that the person is even more famous than Diddy. So if you want to say that he has to be the toppity tip top, she said not the case. And he's saying that he's willing to testify. Is it? Who is it? Who is it? I'm not going to put any names out there. Y'all heard me talk about this before, but that's what's going on with him. I do want to point this one out as well. A lot of people have been talking about Russell Simmons, child. I've already discussed him in a couple of videos back. With this lawyer right here saying that, listen, there are others. They are high profile. They're bigger names than Diddy. Look who liked it. Uncle Rush, who refuses to come. Not my uncle, child, but he calls himself Uncle Rush on IG. That's his tag. But he is literally liking videos like he don't have a whole list of women waiting for him to answer to justice, child. He is something else. You go all the way to Bali so you could be unseen, okay, unthought of. And here you are just making yourself a thought every single time. It is a hot ass mess. Let's see what y'all got to say. You're saying that Diddy is scared. Diddy is scared. Thank you, Barbara. Jacqueline said he can snitch, but he still got to do some time, okay? Don't do the crime if you can't do the time, okay? They denied his third bail already. Oh, did they really? He needs to sit his ass still, okay? They said it'll be probably a year or more before he is brought to trial. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, Pisces Life. Some people are saying that the possible DJT could be one of the people named. Other people are calling out Jamie Foxx allegedly. Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm sure probably, listen, almost everybody in Hollywood had a ticket to a Diddy party. They've all come out, at various times. Even Melissa Ford, during her little conversation today, she said, I have been at Diddy parties. I did not participate in certain things, but I've been at Diddy parties. And she said she will never tell what she saw. She said she has not been subpoenaed and she will never tell what she saw. So, okay. But yeah, that is that story. Come on, hit the like button, everybody. I appreciate you guys for being here. Bump up the thumbs up, bump it up, bump it up. Bump up the thumbs up, and we are going to get into this Melody Cherie story, okay? I'll put this back up here. Possibly a whole year before he goes to trial. And he wants out. He wants out right now. Now, they did say that he is off, the unaliving. They were afraid that he was going to unalive himself. They said that he is off of that. That's not an issue for him anymore. He's been moved into another dormitory where he's sharing it with a notable. I think his name was Sam something. He was a person accused of stealing a whole bunch of Bitcoin, I think over $8 million in Bitcoin, running a pyramid scheme. So he's sharing a cell with him. People are saying that the longer he stays, he may not make it to trial. Well, he's letting people know that people should consider him a threat. People should consider him a threat, okay? And do everything that y'all can to get me up out of here or make this light for me, because I will tell on all of y'all. Okay? Okay? Definitely. All right, so let's talk about Melody Cherie real fast. Y'all probably already know that there was a lawsuit, or I shouldn't say a lawsuit. There's a counterclaim to what Melody had brought into the courts, family court, earlier this year. I think around June or sometime is when the story came out. I want to say that Jasmine Brand broke it. If it wasn't Jasmine Brand, it could have been Urban Bell. They had documents showing that Melody had taken Martell back to court, basically saying that she wants him to follow the rules that the judge had already put in place. The judge said you need to go to therapy. You're not. The judge said that you need to take certain tests. You haven't. The judge said to keep your hands off the kids. You won't. There were certain things that was out there, right? So she took it back to court and said, this is what I'm looking for. I'm also looking for him to pay my legal fees. And she did get those legal fees paid. The judge also did enforce, I believe it was family therapy, therapy one-on-one. So he basically just individual therapy, therapy for him to go himself, and then therapy with the child. Okay. And then she reimbursed Melody some legal fees as well. And she said, at the end of the day, it's possible, the judge said, I don't want you to come back into this courtroom and not follow through with the orders that I gave you. Because if you do, she made a threat. She said that it's possible you will not be able to continue with the current custody schedule. That's what I remember from just memory. I didn't even look this up. Okay. This is just something I remember from memory. Okay. Now, Martell came back through, I think last week, maybe on Thursday or Friday, and he hit Mel with a counterclaim. And I forgot the term that was in that paperwork. Again, I'm doing it from memory. But basically, he's saying he presented some things, I think 1 through 7 was 7 bullets. And he said that these things are true about Melody. And he said, Melody can defend herself against this. Okay. We welcome her defending herself against this. However, then he put down what they are saying is true. Okay. He said, I believe that Melody is not following your rules either, Judge. He said, I don't have the grandmother's phone number. And he discussed whatever that was. Like, I guess he's supposed to have first rights, which means that anytime Melody is considering someone for a babysitter, she should call Martell first. So he said, I don't believe she's following this first right rules. And he gave some examples, specifically with the grandmother, and then with not just the grandmother, and then with Melody's security, whose name was a part of the filing, Jason Moore. Okay. So he said, this shit is also going down. Why is this happening? And he said that if this isn't true, she should defend it. What else did he say? He said that he believes that Melody is in a relationship with the security guard. And if this isn't true, you should defend it. He also said that the kids witnessed some things. Again, if it isn't true, you should defend it. Hopefully she goes to court and stand on business, because that's what it looks like to me when I saw what I saw today, that she said, I'm about to stand on business, but I'll get to it. Text messages. I see some people in the comments saying there were some text messages where she may have said, I love you. And again, if this isn't true, you need to come to court, stand in front of the judge and defend it. What else was said? It was some things. Okay. I may not be catching all of it. The driving that the kids may have, I think the kids are 12 and 11, that they may have been driving on city and state roads. And he said that he considered that dangerous. And if it isn't true, you should defend it. And he talked about the bodyguard and the grandmother doing it. Okay. So he also asked that if Melody is found guilty by the judge, that the judge actually holds her in contempt criminally and civilly. He wants a civil and criminal charge on Melody. We know that Martell has a criminal charge on him for the DV. And we saw, again, people may have read paperwork or documents from earlier this summer in June. And he said, to me, it feels like he's like, what's good? If it's going for me, it's a tit for tat. It's a tit for tat at this point, a tit for tat. And y'all know what it actually reminds me of? If y'all remember in season 8, this first half of season 8, I think Martell sits down with Nell Fletcher. and he's telling Nell whatever about Melody. And Nell says in Nell's voice, she do something, then y'all do something. She do something, you do something. She do something, you do something. Y'all gonna fuck them kids up. Okay? She said, y'all gonna F them kids up. She do something, you do something. She do something, you do something. Y'all gonna F them kids up. That's what Nell said. And a lot of people were like, oh my God, Nell. I can't stand, Nell's a horrible person. Nell's accurate. This is a tit for tat. This is a tit for tat that's happening right now. That's how it feels. That's what it looks like. He's saying, you got criminal charges on me. I want to put criminal charges on you. That is what he is saying. So all that to say, look, people are in the chat. They are cussing, child. Hold on. Let me roll down. I didn't even realize y'all was going this fast. Let's see. Show is a lost cause. So yes, people are pissed. And I was thinking about this too, Miss Pisces Life. Listen, people are like, I hate this fucking show more than ever. This isn't even happening on the show. This isn't even happening on the show. This is so hilarious. It's not really hilarious. The situation is not hilarious at all. Nothing about it is hilarious. It's funny that we're so tired as an audience. We're burned out by the personal stuff that we see going on social media, that we feel if the show goes away, it will give us some relief. You know what I'm saying? In a similar way to, this happens with women all the time. If we have a friend who's, sharing a lot of stuff about something that might be happening to them at the hands of a man, we be like, oh my God, girl, I can't listen to this shit no more. Like, you get so mad, you end the friendship because you're tired. And this is what this is. We want to sever our relationship with the show because we are tired. That is what it feels like right now. But that is so funny because I was listening to, this is a personal thing. I was listening to Mary J. Blige. If y'all ever heard the Mary J. Blige, Aretha Franklin song, I think it's called Don't Waste Your Time or something like that. Look it up, Google it. It's one of the best songs ever. Mary J. Blige is talking to Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin's like her girlfriend. And she's like, listen, I know I keep coming to you with this shit about this thing. Okay. She was like, but I don't know what else to do. And Aretha Franklin is like, don't waste your time. Walk away. Walk away. And then at the end, there's this big crescendo. And Aretha starts doing Aretha, the singing, the hollering, where she's screaming at Mary J. Blige. And Mary J. Blige says a line that breaks me every time I hear it. She said, you ain't gonna be my friend no more. This is what she's singing to Aretha Franklin. You ain't gonna be my friend no more. Like, I know that I am so fucked up that nobody wants to talk to me, child. Like, nobody. It's the best song ever. It is like an opera. It is the best song ever. Y'all got to listen to it. I'm gonna put it on my IG stories in a second. But anyway, I feel like that's the case with this show, that we watch these things happening to these people offline and we are like, listen, we don't want to be your friend no more. Take this shit off the air. But that doesn't mean it's going to stop. This is happening. This is happening while they're off air. This is happening while they're off air. But anyway, this is what he's asking. He's asking for this contempt. Criminal and civil contempt. He's also asking for his court fees to be paid in full. And he said, Judge, whatever you want to do, okay, we're fine with, as long as she has that charge on her record. That is what Martell is asking. Now, oh, this is the other part. Let me get to it, y'all. Let me see what else y'all got to say. Hold on. Let me read these. Mel, please move on. Mel needs to watch Coleslaw. She is allegedly manipulating her. Ooh. Listen, her oldest daughter, Mel's oldest daughter, is a very smart young lady. Very smart young lady. Let's see. Oh my God. Sorry, hold on. And why would the judge care who Mel is dating or not dating? Oh, Martell is also alleging that this person is married. Now, this is a good question. Thank you, London, for bringing it up. So y'all may remember, I think it was last year, Melody and AC went at each other for a little bit. And Melody said to AC, you can't even spend the night. You can't even spend the fucking night. So Basically, zip it. Okay. I ain't got time for you. I'm not going to go back and forth with a woman who can't even spend the fucking night. Get out of here. Right. So a lot of people have been saying we believe that Martell is married. If he is, she can't spend the night. I don't know why he wouldn't take that on down to the judge, but that's what Melody said. Right. And it brought back that scene between Martell and Sheree when Martell and Sheree was, at that birthday party, and they were supposed to be like a hot, heavy couple, even though a lot of people thought it was fake. But Sheree didn't wake up in that house. She drove all the way down to Alabama from Atlanta, didn't wake up in the house, stayed at a hotel. And on the show, Martell thought it wise to have Sheree show up at the house, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, whatever, and say, how was your night? Like, we didn't spend the night together. Okay. How was your night? And Sheree was like, oh, it's good, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, why didn't that woman stay at your house? Why didn't she stay at the house? Well, it looks like they have a clause in their divorce decree where they're not supposed to have overnight visitors. Either one of them, it looks like. And that is what Martell is trying to accuse Melody of, having overnight visitors, which is, again, Melody need to stand on business and handle that shit, because listen, if this true or false, you'd have messed up somebody's household with that accusation. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. That's horrible. So Martell putting that in the universe and having it, all over social media, he didn't, that's a foul shit to do. It is foul. It's foul. Anyway, that was one of them. And the other thing was taking pictures, the kids having their pictures or images, videos of them on social media. And he said that Melody is giving permission to the grandmother and to her makeup artist. Oh, geez, Louise, child. And so for a little while, y'all know Melody is, I think, filming for a movie. So she ain't paying attention to anything on social media. She's not letting that get into her psyche. She got work to do, right? So whatever everybody's saying, I'm just going, I gotta focus. I gotta laser focus on this gig. A lot of people are very upset with Martell. How did he get the text message? He would have had to violate the custody agreement in order to get them. I don't know, baby. I don't know. I don't know any of that. I'm just letting y'all in on what was communicated on both sides. So we had that in June. We need to see how this plays out. I've said it, Martell wants Melody to have a mugshot. He won't be satisfied until that happens. He's a fool. It does feel like tit for tat. Feels like tit for tat. Okay. So anyway, let me finish. So I was waiting for either Melody or Melody's mother, or maybe even Melody's PR, someone who, reps her, to come out with some sort of statement like, all is well. We don't give a shit. See you in court, whatever. One of those, okay? And nobody was I didn't see anybody posting. I did see in the Facebook group, in someone's Facebook group, a video of Melody on set. And that was easily verified. You could just follow the actors who are part of the movie and see that. But today, Melody's mama made a post that said to me that Melody said, fuck you, see your ass in court. See your ass in court, okay? That's what it felt like to me. Game on, see your ass in court. What was it you say? Let me post it. I didn't post the pictures because it's of the kids, but after being accused of not following judges' orders and letting the kids show up on social media by way of the grandmother and the makeup artist, Vanessa Rogers Tracy made a post where she said, late post, this was pre-LA Day. First stop was Grandparents' Day with my grandbabies at Official M&M Kids. And she made sure she had every one of them faces in the photo, okay? She said she showed them at lunch. She showed them getting their nails done. Baby, she said, I don't give a damn. See your ass in court. You ain't scaring nobody or nothing over here. That shit was funny to me. And I I cackled. Okay. I caught this 6 minutes in. I was like, wait a minute, is this new? Is this new? So she said, I don't care what you say. And I know that she wouldn't be doing anything to hurt anybody. So I'm guessing, child, that she got the permission she needed to send out the message. See your ass in court. Okay. See you in court. See you in court. I'm reading messages. So if I'm reading messages and I decide to laugh at the messages that I'm reading, try not to take offense to it. Some of y'all get so in your feelings, child. I don't know what damn landmine, what bomb I am stepping on with y'all. I don't know how to help. All I can say is just try to just listen to the show and enjoy it. Try to listen to the show and enjoy it without feeling like you got to stump your pinky toe on what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see. Thank you. Please and thank you. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So anyway, that's what it looks like to me. There was a threat made. You are doing X, Y, and Z, and it is against the courts, and you should be stopping it, and blah, 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 blah. You're going to have to defend it. You're going to have to defend it. And if you're found guilty, this is what we are asking the judge to do. And yeah, Vanessa came out today and said, baby, I forgot to give y'all a few pictures. So let me post my pictures with my grandbabies today and let y'all see with your own two peepers. And we will see what happens next, child. Let's see. Some of y'all are laughing. Some of y'all said, I knew Van was gangster. Okay, listen, this is a gangster fucking move. I ain't gonna lie. This is a gangster move. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. Okay. It is what it is. Now, Destiny put that video up. Her ass did take it down. Vanessa said it not so fast. Now, I'm not showing y'all the pictures. Y'all can go on over there and see them for yourselves. But I did see the post, and y'all see it right there. I forgot to make this post. I forgot. Okay, this is a late post. This is Grandparents' Day with my grandbabies at official M&M Kids. First stop, second stop was lunch. Third stop was to get my granddaughter's fingernails done, okay? And she was with a family friend child. She put it all up there. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Okay? I'm just saying. That's how my brain works, child. Listen, my mama was a very protective mama. You said some shit that you shouldn't be doing, child. She'll do it in your face and ask you to do something about it. So I'm watching. What's up, everybody? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yes. This is what's going on right now. This was today, earlier today. And it didn't stop there. I'm going to put up one more post. We seen it. Pacino said we seen it, child. Yes, we've all seen it. Let me put up one more post I got, and then I'll wrap it up. Okay, so that was Miss Vanessa. And really, I have to assume that she got the green light from Melody. Okay, I'm assuming she got the green light from her because, baby, this has been the talk of the YouTube streets and more. Everybody's chit-chatting about it, and she just said, let me let me get these pictures out. Let me get this. I forgot to post it, child. Late post, but better late than never. Okay, better late than never post. Let me get that out there. Yeah, I see it. Well, that's why you go into court and you stand on business. Go into court, stand on business, and take care of it. Anyway, what else do I want to say? So I also saw this post, y'all, which probably doesn't have anything to do, may not have anything to do with the situation that is going on with Melody and Martell, her ex, and those kids. But AC also made an interesting post today where she says, I know the last laugh, hate to see me coming. I know the last laugh, hate to see me coming, as if whoever thinks they got the last laugh, she's going to top it. Now, who is she talking about? Don't know, but she's been rather quiet. So it looks like she's trying to make some sort of statement to somebody. Again, I ain't gonna guess at who. I'm just saying. I don't typically see her post over there as much as she used to. She has been keeping a lower profile, but that was an interesting thing. I know the last laugh had to hate to see me coming. So anywho, that was what's going on there. I'm gonna read a few more of your comments, you guys, and I'll take that down off the screen. Let's see, bump up the thumbs up. I do want to make sure that y'all do that. If you are here, I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Go ahead and bump up that thumbs up. Hit the like button for me, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. Hit the like button. I'm trying to give y'all the tea over here, okay? I know y'all I got cussed out by one of the followers today, one of my subs. She may not be a sub anymore. She said that she was tired of me. She was like, why are you over there looking at stuff from the Scots and something? I don't even know what the hell she's saying. Child, I got to look at everybody's stuff so that I can bring y'all news, okay? If I keep bringing you this one part and don't give y'all a full story, you know what you're going to do anyway? You're still going to leave my page and you're going to march, skip, and jump it to the person who's giving y'all the full story. And then, you know, oh, Dyana used to be great. Now she's horrible. Okay. Either way, I'm going to tell y'all the full picture if I can get it. Okay. Because, you know, it's interesting to hear all parts, all sides. Okay. And you get to make your decisions. That's what I like about being a content creator. All right. We ain't got to agree. We ain't got to agree. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody who comes into the chat. I'm still reading comments. Coleslaw will never have the last laugh. Never. Ooh. Okay, Lisa Love coming in with the giggles, the chuckles. Somebody said, yikes, a gnat. Okay, Kevin, yikes, a gnat. Coming in with the snarky comments. Let's see. Whoever she was talking to, I'm assuming. Oh, you're talking about someone who was talking to me. Damn, Pam, absolute right. That's what I said. I was like, child, bye. People make me laugh. It is what it is. I cannot. Come on in, everybody. But yeah, that's the tea for today, y'all. Honestly, it was, you know, it was an interesting comment. I was just, you know, cruising through the streets of Facebook, and I was like, what is this? Is these photos? Yeah, they were all smiling. They all would look like they had a good time. It just appears like it was giving me a game on. I'll see you in court. Game on. I'll see you in court. That's what it was giving. That's what it was giving. And we'll see. We'll see. Yes, review hour. Yes. Now it tickles me. I have to say, it makes me laugh. In the beginning, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did I do? What did I do? Now I'm just like, it don't matter. It don't matter. It is what it is. But anywho, that's the tea for today. I've been on for over an hour, so I need to cook. Okay. And I appreciate every single one of y'all. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Everybody who has been here with me since the beginning. Some of y'all left and then came back. I still appreciate y'all. If you are on this channel, I appreciate you for rocking with me. Just hit the like button, please and thank you. Share the video also. That's how others find me here on YouTube. Follow me on all my platforms. Okay, at DYANAROZAY, the IG, the TikTok, what else? The Twitter. Follow me on all platforms, and that's it. I'm gonna play that song. Hopefully, I can play that song over there on IG in my stories that I was telling y'all about. Mary J. Blige and Aretha Franklin, child. They went to church on that one, so I'm gonna play a little bit of that. Those lyrics I was telling y'all about, and outside of that, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to everybody who joined the live. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.